When you were thinking about being a mentor to someone or that you want to find a mentor yourself, it's important that you think about how to be effective in these roles as a mentor or a mentee so that it's a meaningful interaction, that you give the right attention to that relationship and make sure that it's generous both ways and both people are being authentic and transparent in the information that they're sharing with each other. This will help to make it as effective as possible. Now, mentors are not something that necessarily you want to be assigned to, that you want to actually take some time and think about what are the skills or the areas of your life that you really need help with. It could be personal mentors, fitness mentors, or it can be in your work life. And this really happens no matter what stage of career you're in. It doesn't necessarily mean it's just when you're starting out. It can be as you move through your career, you need different mentors to help you along the way. Now, if you are a mentor or chosen to be a mentor by somebody else, there are three ways to help you be successful in this relationship. And the first thing is to make sure that you evaluate the strengths and the opportunities of that person that you're mentoring. You want to make sure that you ask enough questions that you're really getting a feel for where they are struggling and what you need to help them with. It isn't a one size fits all, and basically being honest about what you can help them with, what you can't help them with, and give them a better idea of how you can reach their goals. That sometimes it might be uncomfortable, and that you have an agreement, a two-way agreement between you and your mentee, that you've got to work together to achieve what they want. Second thing is you want to make sure you mentor by example, that you are giving advice not only on the good parts, but also the struggles that you might have had as you were going through the same thing as the person that you're mentoring. It is important as someone that needs to be mentored that you're thinking about what are the skills that you're trying to get. So, for instance, if I'm an extroverted person, which I am, then I want to find somebody that's introverted so that they can give me feedback on my communication style, how that makes them feel, and how they can help me in changing the things that might make them uncomfortable. And that way, when I'm in a group situation with other introverted people, I can keep that in mind. So that's what I'm saying is it's not necessarily this big broad thing that you're asking for mentorship on. It could be specific skills that you've identified that you need help with. And as a mentor, if you see that you don't necessarily have the skill sets to help them in the areas, then it's really up to you to find the people or the skills training to help them achieve what they need to. Lastly, you want to make sure you create a model of inclusiveness. And what I mean by this is that we all know as we shift in our career, whether we're starting out or achieving different levels in our career, there's people we don't know. And a mentor's job is really to help introduce that mentee to people that they might have not had access to, or be able to represent them in ways that could be really helpful. Additionally, actually getting that upward feedback as well from your mentee of what they're hearing about your leadership style can help you in growing your career as well. So creating that back and forth, the way to show them this is in this meeting where you need to talk, where you don't need to talk, what typically happens in those meetings, so that when they get in that situation, they feel comfortable or at least understand what's going to happen. So make sure that you give yourself the right amount of time with your mentee to get to know them. Make sure that you can develop a very authentic, transparent relationship so that you can be most beneficial to them, and vice versa, that you feel that you got benefit out of the relationship as well.